Soviets and Soviets of the Red Army, ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, the world makes sense again. We once more have commies and fascista fighting it out on Bobr. Again, the 50-yard line denoted by a river. But, who's fighting?
Well, on the left-hand side, in blue, we have Gearhead117 playing as Group Harteneck. And on the right-hand side, we have the AstonishedMan. Oh, Group Gearhead playing Vanguard income. Anyway, AstonishedMan, he's playing Rebalanced income with Group
Bezuglogo. I don't know, man. Group v group, and we have. Oh man, I'm surprised. AstonishedMan, I'm shocked just as much as he is.
This is just a bunch of groupies going at it, man.
Exactly. Who's got the better band? I don't know.
That's a good question. Both of these divisions fare out pretty good, or Harteneck is slightly better, or a bit better in terms of loadout, especially with the SCG guys. But Bezuglogo, you got some T-34-76 spam, which is good in the short range maps such as this. You got a few Tigers early on, one Nashorn, and yeah, there's some decent-ish infantry options.
I am looking at the early decisions in terms of infantry. Ultimate Cheeky, of course, but we're also seeing Strafniki and Ultimate Cheeky. So, weirdly enough, AstonishedMan, I'm seeing so many different kinds of infantry. He's not going to get a lot from each card, but he is going to at least get a good variety of them. Like, look to the north, we have Superiors, Strafniki, Combat. Then we have, the next one's immediately right down, more Superior, but we go further and further south, Ultimate Cheeky. Like, I'm...
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, exactly. He is the Buddhist Russian on this one.
Indeed, Raw. Looking at Gearhead, definitely seems a bit more interested in tanks early on, getting some VK9s and T-34s, a Hetcher up north, but a little bit more focus in the armor, anti-armor role, and oh, hello recon plane.
Ooh, there it is. Okay, I was like, recon plane, where? Oh, we're shipping up to Boston. Okay. Interesting decision right there. Now, we talked about this in the last replay, the idea of taking very, very early anti-air. Is this why you take it, or do you just take it just in case you have somebody playing like a B-26 Marauder from like the first one?
Pretty much. I remember I played one match a little while ago where the dude literally it's sort of 1v1. The dude opened up with 2 cluster bomber Stukas and 2 recon planes.
That's it.
Yeah, I managed to win because he spent like half of his deployment points on airplanes at the start, so I just pushed the ground. But it was still very annoying to deal with, you know, cluster bombers flying around in the first minute of the match.
You know, I never really appreciated it until just now, but that, let's call it the, oh, I don't want to make this too dirty. Let's call it the dangling peninsula that's right there.
Down south?
Yeah, that south central part. I never really appreciated how tenuous that position is. That is almost like gifted, except like set of flags right there.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, Gearhead rushes right across with the speed of the Opal Blitches, and that's going to be a very easy defensive position. Also getting the bridge down south of that area too. So fantastic play. You know, the VK does get sniped at long range by the 45mm. And that's going to be a dead little Luke's.
Yes, indeed. It was unfortunate. We are seeing what the early call-ins like flax. All right, so Gearhead said, "Oh, you want intelligence? Oh, that's not going to happen for the next 30 or 45 seconds here," which is just all well and good.
Yeah, but that recon plane is definitely proven to be a bit of a pain in the ass for Gearhead. It's just spotting absolutely everything. He's going to be getting himself a flak half track out to try and scare it away. But yeah, also, Group Harteneck doesn't have much in terms of anti-air to begin with, so it's going to be pretty easy, I'd say, to, get the air power advantage with Bezuglogo.
Bezuglogo. Logo.
Lego.
There we go. Bezuglogo. I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong.
On the fly.
Exactly. Random piece actually makes me think. I randomly saw Conan O'Brien give a weather report in Greenland in Icelandic or like Danish. Oh man, that was a riot.
It's probably very cold.
Oh, very cold, I'm sure. But I'm sure the reception was much warmer than his attempt might have otherwise engendered. We are going to see a T-70 Razvedka might be picked off by a Panzerschreck, the right to Panzerschreck coming on in. And I think he's going to pick this up.
Yeah, here comes the cavalry.
Oh man, it still doesn't even know he's there. Oh man. 2 men with some anti-armor shape charges, that's got to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, is that the recon plane getting chased away? Well, soon enough. Soon enough.
And T-34's pushing up here from Gearhead. Gonna make a little bit ballsy with no recon, but the T-34, so you can afford to lose them. So that's to a 45 mil.
That is not what you want to see as the Germans.
No, not at all.
P-Shrek comes in behind, engine destroyed, and he gets the kill. Well done, sir. Well done.
Easy peasy. I'm just very happy to see a match on a river map such as this, where a person man's making an initial, bridgehead in the first 20 minutes, or not the first 20 minutes, but the first 2 minutes or so. I don't know where the hell I got 20 minutes from. Time just flies by when you're, casting replays.
It certainly does. Oh, a very, very early IL-2. This is an interesting decision, but he's going after that Tiga coming onto the front. Flak is right there, though.
Mm-hmm. It is only one flak gun, so it's something going to make the IL-2 a little bit more accurate, but he should be able to get in and out easy peasy with his big armor plating.
True. There's an oddly beautiful sound to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the ME-109 coming in behind him. So it's just a ground attack plane, but it should be enough to get a kill. And there we go.
Yeah.
So looking right now, it is still 12-12. The Russians have been able to secure the northern bridge, at least nominally. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure the biggest fighting is just going to be happening here in the center. And for good reason.
Definitely seems so. And it's a pretty easy area for Gearhead to hold, as you've got a lot of lovely forests to help you out. And with the right Jaegers and Jaeger Pioneers and all that, you have some very lovely CQC infantry for Group Harteneck. So, forest fights would be a breeze.
Yeah, as a quick reminder, of course, the Reiter Jaegers, these guys are, I would say, the German versions almost of the ultimate, not the ultimate cheeky, the Automachiki, with all those close-in assault rifles, submachine guns.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to make mincemeat quite as much as the Strafniki, but that's just because the Strafniki just bleed them slowly. No, I mean, seriously, think about it. The Strafniki outnumber them 2-1, and while the firepower is not anywhere close to be the same thing, you can afford to lose, 7 Strafniki if you kill 3 or 4 of the opposition.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. They're very, very bloody big squads.
In a sense. Folks, if you ever want to go and cast with Rangu, that's the sound you learn to hate. When he says, yeah, in a sense.
To be fair, like, the Strafniki are, very expensive at 40 points,
True.
So...
Also true.
It's like the man-to-man. Well, same thing, I think right Jaegers are also pretty...
They're cheap.
like 30 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tiga down south, he is engaging this KV-1. Meanwhile, this 45 mil just starts to loft shots his way. And probably going to crit him to death. But hey, a kill would be a kill here, and definitely something that would be very, very welcome.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love, highly vetted small AT guns. Just always attack like bloody machine guns.
Well, and they punch above their weight. Meanwhile, the Trader 34s are coming across the map in the center, and there's not a whole lot of anti-tank there. Yes, there's a Strafniki squad. Yes, there's a T-70. But, I'd still give it to the Trader 34s.
Yes. You come on through. Both of them bounce off each other. That's not a good sign for either of them.
Well, especially when you're playing tanks at 20 paces. My friend, you are less than 100 meters away. If you miss, you should be shot.
Well, no matter what, we are going to see a blown up Russian tank eventually.
Yep, and the first one's going to go down. Turret stuck. Oh, dear Christ.
I like how he kept pushing with the T-34s instead of stopping to shoot. Yeah, probably didn't do him any favors.
No, it was a crew being panicked, so there's one surrender.
That was a bit silly. That was a little bit silly. Yeah, we got seen a Panzerschreck squad beating Rustin now.
Okay, You know, I'm pleased to see that Gearhead is also making some amphibious assaults. We saw some amphibious assaults in the last replay, which I love on river maps, because so often people get themselves blindered to just the bridges, which just makes such for a dull game. So I really appreciate when anyone makes an attempt otherwise. In the meantime, Tiger transmission damaged. That's why the 45 had the ECP. Okay.
Yeah, this Gearhead holding this roll middle assault. Yeah, he's bringing up some more Panzer Grenadiers to do amphibious assault along the northern end of that middle map, trying to get into that flag point, which is right next to the church. That would be a very good idea, as it's pretty open to occupation.
Can we make a quick call out here to the 39 MCSA BAs? I've never seen these played in any replay.
I know, they're honestly not that bad.
No, they're not.
The 20mm AT rifle gun shoots pretty fast. It can cause quite a bit of critical hits. Just don't get shot at by anything, because you have, like, paper-thin Japanese-style armor, essentially. That thing looks like, if you zoom in on that thing, it really does seem like it's being like a Mad Max movie. It's so junky.
I don't know, I feel like it kind of looks like somebody took one of the French tanks, or like the light French tanks, and like, we don't want treads, give it wheels.
Yeah, and some roll bars, because we're probably going to roll over.
Yes. But in the meantime, the nice thing about these Tigers, he might lose the Tigers, but they have done exactly what they need to do, which is gum up the middle until they can get something heavier there. Oh well, okay, so the Boston's back in, who cares? I am surprised by the relative inability of the Tigers to do any sort of consistent HE damage. I always feel like the HE shells should be doing a lot more than what they do.
Yeah, the HE shells for a lot of tanks in ST2 compared to ST44 are definitely much less noticeable. Effective. Like, the Tiger HE shell only does 1 HE damage, which is the same as a Pack 40. It is much more standardized now.
That's good. That's very good. More Vettiegas and another company of mixed tanks being brought to the center. So yeah, Gearhead knows that he's got a hefty amount of control. You can even see down to the south, KV-1 has finally been taken out. Crew was killed aeons ago. And they're picking up more and more territory here. This is on the brink of a -2, and I think it really depends. Can they push back the Ultimachiki and the M2A1s?
Yeah, Ultimachiki, if he can get into that building, that'd be a pretty good squad. At the same time, right, Jaeger does have STGs, and STGs do rule over all in a firefight.
Especially if both guys are trying to move right now. This is not a place you want to be. Ooh, out in the open, that's rough. That's super rough. 40% of the squad drops in about 3 seconds. I almost wish I was kidding on that one. That's just a brutal set of deaths right there. But he does get the surrender, because the leader unit is just barely out of range.
But Tiger being brought in knocks out half-track, and I think Gearhead is going to make another nice little bridgehead along this southern hill.
He's got to do something very quickly, because the T-34-76 Komrotti and 2 Strafniki squads being brought on in. But I can see those getting locked up pretty quickly by this mortar half-track down south.
Yeah, mortar half-track at long close range can do quite a bit of damage.
Checking at other locations, the Boita Tiger has been brought on in, as had the Suka. We have a Suka on the map. The Su-88 is a little further to the north, so that's going to cause quite a bit of consternation, I think, for the Trader 34s. But alright. IL-2 comes back into the south. Doesn't even get the freak out.
Nope, that's... Yeah, anti-tank IL-2 always seems a little bit underwhelming, unfortunately.
Does seem fairly accurate. Tiger in the center goes down to its captured opposing number, and for the moment there is not a lot here to be scary to the T-34-76s, the Tiger, really anything.
No, they can go around the corner and probably knock out his VK, so he definitely probably want to get some... Alright, it's an Machiki nearby, but a little bit far away. But his T-34 can help clear things up. Oh, Machiki knocks out one VK. Is he going to do it second time? No, he jumped out of the building.
Nope.
Gets a grenade.
Jeez.
After Machiki being a little bit cheeky here, jeez.
You know, down south, we do see that there's now a pocket in this little town, and basically three units are asking themselves, where did we go wrong?
Yeah, that was a very good play from AstonishedMan, cutting off the German unit.
Now,
he needs to kill that tiger somehow.
That is going to happen eventually, I'm sure. I was going to take a look back to the center again, because we have two Red Jaeger squads and a Trader 34 that's engaging an opposing tank as we speak. Pinned down. Oh my god, wait.
God.
Jeez, that's rough.
Just an absolute gun down here of the Ultimate Cheekies.
But we are halfway through B phase. Hussars are being brought into the south. More to the center? More Red Jaegers and Hussars. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, as we get later on into B and C phase, the income scale does tip towards AstonishedMan's favour, as we already see so far. Once you get to C phase, it's going to be a big 60-point difference, so hopefully AstonishedMan has built his deck to be, you know, to come back and try to push back in C phase, because it shouldn't be...
Tiger goes down.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to take the southern area back completely under his control. The middle is a little bit more up to debate, but you know, just a judicious use of artillery can usually deal with anything. Now at the same time, we haven't really seen any artillery guns being used by... Oh, it's the one Su-76,
yeah,
but that's about it.
Well, he's going to run out of ammunition right now, too. I love seeing the Stu-42. Is he gonna go get a ton of kills by himself? No. Is he gonna go and cause 1,000 wounds and a lot of morale damage? Yes, and that I think is all he needs to do.
Yeah, it's a pretty good fire support tank, I will not lie. It's quite a shame it doesn't have any AP shells, unfortunately.
IL-2 does get the kill down south, and there goes the pocket. The neighborhood is now being taken over. Red Jaegers, they're trying to hold on for his last little bit. They might get one kill in the Strafniki, but he's so heavily behind enemy lines, even Owen Wilson can't even talk about it.
And he creates his own pocket. Look at that. His own small little right Jaeger pocket, and it's gonna get closed because there's no leader unit nearby.
Yeah, very, very true. There are some... Oh, wow. HE bomber coming into the center. Where the heck is he going? He's gonna just try to bomb the Stuk? No.
Nope, he can't make up his mind.
Guess I can't blame him too much about that. But it is still 15-9. And despite the fact that Gearhead has been losing some very, very valuable equipment, I don't know, I feel like you can outlast Bezuglogo pretty easily.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that's what Gearhead is doing so far. He's getting some pretty good trades overall, and he is still holding some rather advantageous land. Oh, up north, the Boston just comes in and completely destroys an AT gun and an infantry squad. That's going to stop out Bridgehead.
That may be the case, but we are going to see a dead T-34. What is engaging? Oh, F-42 mils engaging from the rear. Okay.
Oh, sneaky spot.
Actually, he's been there for quite a bit of time. I'm very surprised no one's actually been kind of calling that out yet.
Same, and he's only in medium cover in a light forest. Yeah, that should be a pretty easy target to spot and kill, and the stunk does go down now.
Clusters. Here it comes, the Russian cluster.
50-50.
He might even hit his own troops. Nope. There we go. And not one to not go for some revenge. Even though there's a 37 mil on the field, I think with the ME-109 will kill his target to the north. Because the 37 mil is going to be engaging the southern ME-109. And that's a kill.
Yeah.
Well done there, sir.
Yeah. AstonishedMan probably want to start investing in some. Oh, he does have one anti-aircraft gun. Maybe, or maybe a little bit more anti-air would help out now. He might. I think he's probably going to lose his Boston.
He might lose. He might actually be able to kill ME-109 though.
That'd be pretty good.
He's been extending over target way too much, and there he goes.
Now, can he get the second run? Yeah, that'd be actually pretty good if he can knock out both.
Yeah, well, considering how much time he's spending over target, yeah, this is going to get... Oh, okay. Getting forced away by luck there. The game has saved Gearhead's troops, not the other way around.
That's definitely how it feels sometimes with air battles. It's like, God damn it, I need you to turn left, not right. Then they turn left into the enemy anti-aircraft fire, and you lose your very expensive fucker wolf.
Well, it's the perfect time to scream, what the fuck, a wolf. IL-2 coming back in the center here, looking to take out this mortar half-track, but I think he just lost LOS on that, so very, very lucky. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I take back the luck.
There we go. Finally, kill something. That's a good kill, knocking out the mortar half-track. That's definitely a rare target to go after. And we are seeing AstonishedMan bring up his other captured Tiger tank to help out in the middle. But I think he's just lacking a little bit in the infantry game for Bezuglogo, and that's not really helping him out. Especially on a map like this, where infantry is also important.
Yes, it is. Now, in the meantime, we are going to see down south. Gearhead has only a couple more Tigers, I think, in his deck. He's been able to pick up some more and more AT there. Well done. Another troop being brought to the center, more flak tracks being brought on in. And it is now the Russians' turn to be stuck into some pockets. We have a Strofniki that's going to get pinched out right now. And with that, Bezuglogo is going to be pretty much tapped, like you said, on the infantry squad. He's got a Razvedka coming on in, and we know how well those guys do.
The answer is not very well. We are seeing some SU-122s being brought on up north, yo. Or a SU-122 to be more precise.
Well, we are all about precision here, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
No, one thing that's kind of strange to me is to see the Radete Yega going after the Strofniki on his own. I would still be, even if I think there's only one squad there, I'm bringing 2, 3, 4 to 1 odds. Don't be a hero, my friend. Don't be a hero. Oh no, we're in Strokey DP range. Okay, so maybe he's limped on just long enough to bring in the Strokeys. Whatever the case, we are going to see another flag tick back over to the Germans. Oh my gosh, that's like a whisper away from being a German position down south.
Oh, yeah, I think I'd say the Radev could go down, but it's recon unit, so its frontline influence doesn't matter. But it is ever so close. Gearhead's been doing a lovely job just putting pressure along the middle and southern area of this map. In the middle, things aren't going as well, as that one Tiger is wrecking a bit of havoc. And we got AT rockets on the southern Tiger, stresses it out, but doesn't get any accurate hits, unfortunately, so not really much damage being done.
No, not really. But more bombs away. He's looking for that tank, but I think he might have overshot it.
I think so too.
Okay, well he apparently, I think assisted by the tank there, he just barely made that work. Strokey DP can be brought on in, yes, so not a whole lot of real damage to be done. That Tiger is kind of interesting to me in the center, the captured Tiger, because we are seeing it being positioned in a very, very cautious manner. I actually almost expected the Radete to be forced to charge to the forest and to take it out.
I really do like where it's positioned, Joe, because it can cover the bridge and it can cover the southern ball sack, so to speak.
The southern ball sack, thank you.
That's
the real bulge, yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
The real battle of the bulge right here.
Now the hets are being brought in down south. It's brother up north, not really getting a whole lot done. But for right now, all Gearhead's got to do is last for another 2 minutes.
He's doing a pretty good job just putting on this pressure.
But we have seen this kind of thing before, where it seems like one guy's really got it going on, and then at the last second, not quite able to convert.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's really all coming down just to infantry play, and with Bezuglogo you don't get that much in terms of infantry, if I recall. So,
Well, that's the major weakness for them. So yeah, I completely agree with you.
and infantry is just always so vital in this game. Yes, it's not gonna charge over open ground and kill tanks and whatnot, but in terms of holding areas, there's nothing better than a good old infantry squad. And
Forgive me for interrupting, but it's one thing I never really get to see very often, and that's when a Soviet unit or a German unit crosses a river and you see machine gun fire at them. I never noticed it actually kicks up bullets in its wake. Oh, that's so beautiful. If you go back a few seconds, you'll see that right on the northern side there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh, that's cool.
You play this game for dozens of hours and you still find out, wow, I've never seen that before. But even as all the horror continues to happen here, it does look like Gearhead's going to pull it out, even if it's only by limping over the finish line.
Mm-hmm. Even though he doesn't really have that income advantage, so to speak, he just manages to hold on to his area long enough. As we're seeing, AstonishedMan is doing a bit of a counterpost down south, and I'm sure that Tiger will be able to do a bit more damage in the middle if he... Well, never mind, he's going to go down there to the slug, but...
Yes, he is.
That's pretty much going to be a GG in just a few seconds.
But very dynamic play from both sides.
Mm-hmm. I definitely like how AstonishedMan was trying to take the southern area back, but he just didn't really have infantry forces to do so.
Regrettably, no. Now, I didn't realize that one IL-2 does get 2 Tiger kills. Without him, that game does end another 5 minutes sooner.
Huh.
Orlov.
Oh, that's... Wow, okay. That was a cluster one, I believe.
I think you are correct, sir.
Maybe... Yes, I'm gonna...
Yes, because it's the one that kills Christian. Christian was the Tiger that was in the center.
Yeah.
You're
very good at remembering names.
I do my best to, I do my best. Faces, on the other hand, I mean, I've never seen yours, so, it's one of those things.
Yeah, losses. Yeah, Christian, the Tiger does pretty well. And, yeah, nothing really too crazy on Gearhead's side. It's a pretty spread out affair.
Indeed. But you gotta get that love all over the place, man. You can't just keep it in one spot.
Yeah, has a good initiative, Gearhead, pushing the ball sack and just really firmly grasping it the whole match.
Very, very true. But with that in mind, I dare say the time has come for us to say goodbye. Any other thoughts there?
Yeah, it was a lot of group-on-group action.
It was, but we were very much menage a trois divisions. Or deux divisions. But, hey, what have you. Folks, as always, you like what you see, please comment and like. If you have a replay you want us to check out, do reach out to one of us. But I guess until next time, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.